Sneaky Golem, Graveyard Spirit Empress Freeze. Holy nutsack. Let's get some fat victories because that is what we do with Sneaky Golem. Oh my god, I'm fired up just thinking about it. This guy's got a big Pecker, as you can see. So what we want to do is milk out his big fat Pecker. And then we just absolutely destroy him with his Sneaky Golem at the bridge. Now, I don't know why he would have Skelly Dragons and Big Fat Pecker, so there's a chance he's not playing it, but we're gonna find out one way or another. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, even though it's just gentlemen out there. Alright, let's go with Goblins. I like a little Spirit Empress, and he goes with a Lightning, which is an interesting play. I could have definitely hit a freeze there, and I'm regretting not, but hey, I'll take that damage all day, every day, twice on Tuesdays. Alright, we'll go with the ICG in the back, Dark Goggins here. If he wastes a small spell, this could be an opportunity for a graveyard. And I think it is. I think it is. So, he has Lightning, Skelly Drags. Okay. Okay, so this could be definitely a balloon deck, I'm thinking. Definitely has potential for a balloon deck. I'm going to load up with the Spirit Empress here, which, if you didn't know, is actually a fantastic counter to Furnace. I don't think he'll have arrows back in hand yet, so the Goblin should defend that very beautifully. And, alright, let's just go with the ICG here, just to tank. And this could be some big damage. We'll have to go Skelly Drags, and he goes with that. Wow. Dark Goggins here. Does he get the arrows down? He doesn't, and we score some fat, succulent damage. I love it. So this kid, he's just been on the back ropes this entire time. I do think that he has Balloon. So I'm just gonna cycle a cannon here. Anything else would be too risky, I believe. Anything else would be a little bit too risky. Now, what does he want to do from here is the question. Alright, that's fine. We can go Golem in the back. Now, if he whips out a balloon now, it could be a bit tricky, bit problematic, but I think our counter push would be so big that it would be worth it. Alright, we're in a good spot. The Spirit Empress is going to get some absolutely massive value. It does get zapped a couple times, though. That's alright, it's part of the game. And let's just go in with the Graveyard here. Let's go with the Dark Goggins here. So he has to go with arrows on the Dark Goggins. But look at this Graveyard Freeze. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now the skeletons get in there and have an absolute party on that tower. So that Evo Dark Goggins milking out that arrows was absolutely huge. Because then he didn't have it for the Graveyard defense. And that's exactly what we wanted. That's exactly why we milked as we milked. Alright, let's just go with the ICG here. This is going to be a bit tricky to defend. Okay, Golem's actually going to get up there, which is really nice. Even if he lightnings, I think we're still in a fine spot, because look at the Dark Goggins. I mean, you just don't have spells for everything, buddy. You don't have spells for everything. We'll kill that Furnace, and that is game number 1. A beautiful little game, a tactical little game, where we were never even really pressured that much, because we're able to apply so much pressure ourselves with our Golem, Spirit Empress, Graveyard Freeze. It's all beautiful, and we're playing Heisenberg. Alrighty-roo, let's get weird, Heisenberg. Let's get nasty. Let's go with Goblins off rip. Not the best time. Not the best time to go Goblins, but that's alright. That's okay. And hopefully we can kill that. Okay, we can't. So let's just rip a cannon here. So some typical little log bait, it seems we're playing, which could be a difficult matchup, especially if he does have Inferno Tower. But you never know with Freeze, with Spirit Empress, you know, you can kind of whip out some nasty plays out of your nutsack. And I feel like we can go Golem here. He might not have Inferno. I'm going to go Goblins. Pretty decent defense. And I was really hoping the tower would start chipping that down, but I think a Dark Goggins instead will be alright. See if he's got log or anything. If not, that Dark Goggins gets some massive value. Okay, and I think just a flyer here should be decent. Golem's going to pop on all of that, and the Spirit Empress should kill everything. Alright, so was it the damage we had hoped for? No. Was that a disgusting snowball? Yes. Do I have to burn a cannon now? Yes, but that's okay. Sometimes you play sweats that are going to do that, and Spirit Empress does so much damage. So much damage. Alright, so he's probably got Evo Barrel now, so we want to be careful with what we play here. These princesses are a little bit annoying. Just go with the Ice Golem Kite here. Let's rip this. Let's rip the Dark Goggins over here. And I might have to just rip a Ground Empress here, which is fine. Okay, I say we reload. Oh, that's a lot of damage, isn't it? Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, that's disgusting, though. Okay. And he has to go with the Evo Snowball because we get so much damage out of that Dark Goggins. Ew, that's actually disgusting. Don't know why I didn't hit the freeze there, but my brain's a little bit small. I'm going to load up with a Golem in the back. Now it's double Elixir. This is where we shine. He's already used his Evo Barrel, so I feel like we should be in a decent spot. I'm going to go Dark Goggins over here, so it comes on the left side and applies a little bit of pressure there. Alright, let's load up with the Spirit Empress. And what is he going to do here? I mean, he's going to Cannon Cart, one would assume. There it is. Let's go with the Graveyard. And we might be able to get some decent damage here. Come on, something's got to connect. I'm just going to rip the freeze already. We're going to go Goblins here. Let's just not lose our tower, please. And I think we took his entire tower. That is absolutely marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. You love to see it. You really do. I don't know if he'll be able to take this tower down. If we hit it with the triple spam. Okay, wait, I think we did it. I don't think he has a big spell. So I think we just snuck out a little victory. Wow. And the chain doesn't connect. The chain was not on the fence. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We were on the back ropes, but all it takes is one steamy Golem, Graveyard, Spirit Empress freeze push, and it takes an entire tower every single time. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Alright, let's rip some Goblins off rip. What is that? Valkyrie. Okay. And he wastes arrows already, which is already some beautiful sign that my Dark Goggins and Graveyard could get some good value in the near future. What does this guy have? Why would you have Valkyrie and arrows? I think we just go with the ICG Graveyard here. Ooh. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. And he goes with a... So it definitely could be... Wait, what if I just freeze this? I feel like that's got to be worth it because we get a whole witch for free. And I am just gonna... Okay, let's kill the witch. Beautiful. And it's locked on tower, so that's just so much damage. God, I love that card. And then we already have another one ready to go. When he has the Evo Witch, it will be a little bit more difficult, but, you know, we're not too scared. And this Valkyrie, it just gets a little connection, but it's fine. So, what does he have here? A little Furnace and Spear Goblin Hut. Okay, this is going to be a really difficult matchup. Really difficult matchup. You don't like to see that. We might be able to milk out some arrows here, which would be very nice, but we will see. Okay, so that is indeed what happens. Let's go with a cannon here, because that was a bad ice goal and we have to make up for it. Okay, so he has Valkyrie, which is a problem, and now it's going to be evolved. He has Spear Goblin Hut as well, and he has arrows. So it's simply going to be tough to get damage. We're going to need double elixir and Evo Witch. Yeah, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough for sure. Alright, we have to start stacking some nice Spirit Empress value. We need some Dark Goggins in the back. We need a lot to go right here in order to get a chance at a connection. Alright, that has to lock on the Witch, please. Very nice. Poison's not going to take that out, I believe. And I think I can just hit a stinky little Graveyard here. And we'll go with the Dark Goggins here. And then if I get a freeze off, which I believe I should be able to. Very nice. Alright, that might do a little bit of damage. And the Golemite should connect as well. Look at the Spirit Empress. It's cleaning absolutely everything up. And that's his two Evos. Okay, so it's Witch and Furnace. Interesting choices. Let's just go with a cannon here. And then he hasn't really been able to push. He has poison, so I assume he's playing Graveyard. But he hasn't whipped it out yet. Ice Spirit opposite lane. Like, I don't really even know what's going on here. There's the Graveyard. Alright, we'll see if he whips out arrows on that. I would not be surprised. There it is. Let's hit the cannon here. He misses one of the Goblins, though. Not my best Evo cannon, but that's alright. And we get some huge damage off on that Witch. If I hit a Spirit Empress here, we could be in a decent spot. Okay, I'm going to go with the Graveyard here, even though it's super late. It is what it is. And if I hit a freeze on this Valkyrie, we might be in a good spot. Where's the Valkyrie? There it is. Freeze that. The Golemite's getting to the tower. There's so many skeletons, and that is going to do it. The Graveyard freeze and in double elixir. It's just so powerful. It's way too powerful. It's difficult to defend a Golem that's supported by a Spirit Empress while there's a Graveyard freeze on your tower. Let me tell you, we put them in those positions. We take them to the deep water. You know what? It's just beautiful. Alright, so that's what I like to call a giant skeleton. I'm going to go Spirit Empress here. We'll see if he has anything to support this. And I might have to go with a disgusting little defensive golem. But unfortunately, disgusting plays have to be made when you play disgusting people. We're going to go with Goblins here. Just save 3 elixir. We're going to take some fat damage, but it is what it is. You know, you can't avoid it sometimes. And that's going to be a actually really nice Spirit Empress that cleans up just everything. And I think I just want to go Graveyard here. Alright, if we can kill that Royal Ghost with those Goblins, I think this is game over. Alright, and he starts to laugh, which is never a good sign. Let's go with the Dark Goggins here. This is going to be a lot of piggies. I mean, we take his entire tower. Let's just go with... Okay, I don't know what that Goblin Gang was, because we just beautifully defend that with the Dark Goggins. And let's just go with the Icy G here. And I think we're fine. I think we're completely fine. I don't know what that Mother Witch placement was, but I feel like he could have gotten so much value out of it and then just absolutely shat his pants and didn't. So he's got piggies with giant skeleton. Very interesting. I think I kind of want to just go for not necessarily a 3 crown here, but let's just keep applying pressure in this lane at least. And this Spirit Empress, I mean, the Fire Spirit will connect. It is what it is. And I don't even want to waste Goblins here. I think we just let this go. And I could even Golem here. Believe it or not, I believe this is a Golem opportunity. Okay, pull that back. And then Spirit Empress will kill that. So we just get a free Royal Ghost out of it. And if I Graveyard Freeze here... Okay. What do I want to do? I actually do want to... maybe I just freeze. Maybe I just freeze. No, I'll wait. I'll be patient. I'll be patient. Let's go Dark Goggins here. That's a lot of damage we get on King, which is very nice. Go with the Ice Golem here. I don't like that Skelly King, because all my stuff that I placed down here is essentially just dead. Alright, and he's starting to build something nasty up. Let's rip this. Okay. This is actually not looking good anymore. What is happening? Alright. I'm going to go with Ice Golem here. Try to cling onto this tower if possible. Evo Dark Goggins. Oh, he's going to make a pig, though. I have to go with the Ground Empress for the pig. Okay, beautiful. And we might just be able to Golem Graveyard, actually. He loves it, doesn't he? Alright. I don't know who wins that interaction. Oh, Spirit Empress kills. Let's go with a Evo Cannon here. And that might just be it. It might be too much for him to handle. I'm just going to rip a Graveyard on King. And I think if we freeze this, it's just all over. It's all over. Give me a little freeze ball. And we did it again, boys. We did it again. When you get to double elixir, the sneaky Golem Graveyard Freeze never fails. Alright, that is some tactical wins. Give me that little 1-star. Get out of my mitt, Heal Spirit. There's nothing more degrading than getting a Heal Spirit. Whenever I beat someone in my clan, I make them donate Heal Spirits to me. This is the deck. Absolutely disgusting. The double Goblin Wombo combo with the sneaky Golem Graveyard Freeze Spirit Empress. Absolutely filthy. Get out there and get ranked.